Moncavage Playground. I'm in a place that sorta no longer exists. Moncavage Playground closed down in the winter of 2020. Yeah, the tennis court no longer exists. They have this mound of dirt. I was thinking, there are many places I have made YouTube videos that no longer exist. For example, Moncavage Playground is gone. Certain from my time. The basketball courts no longer exist. This is the basketball court. It's all under this mountain of dirt. The pool is gone. And they also have a large mound of dirt covering over this pool. The old lifeguard chair. Used to stand right about here. And this is what the lifeguards would see if they sat in the chair.
It'd be cool to be a lifeguard. Except for this lifeguard position. Because 95 is like 6 feet behind you.
No way, the pool was closed for over a decade. I think it was unrepairable. And it's definitely, I think it's done. I don't think this pool's ever coming back. It's a big project going on with I-95, which is right next to Moncavage Playground. So I've heard that this pile of dirt could be here for a year or two. So what people are doing now is they're using this park to walk their dogs. Look at the size of these pumpkins. Here we are, Campbell Square, Port Richmond. We're right down the street from Moncavage on Allegheny Ave. And this is a new building that replaced something that no longer exists. The tiny shed of Campbell Square, and this is the new and improved one that replaced the one that was here since the 50s. Here it is, inside the little shed at Campbell Square. All the questions to the world are answered in here. And this gentleman here, Bill McClay, he actually took care of the park when I was a kid. I remember him being here, and they have a little tribute to him. This is it, this is the new shed, and there's the old shed. Sometimes people say the city wastes money. I think they had to get a bathroom in here, and that's what they did. They now have a bathroom in here. This is the A&W playground. Now it's called the Frank Glavin Playground. And a few years ago, there was a whole playground in this section that is now replaced with a sprinkler system. And the seals that stood here for years are completely gone. And then they have these sprinklers. And I think they've always been here. And they're on all the time in the summertime still. Here we are. I don't know, I-95 right there where all that construction's going on, that's where we had an explosion of a gas truck in I-95 collapsed, and they're still fixing it to this day. But I'm not talking about 95 right now. What I'm talking about is this wall. Look at this. This is the wall that led you to the front gate of St. Vincent Orphanage. And St. Vincent Orphanage was this big plot of land. There was multiple buildings, a church and all types of buildings and a playground. And 2 years ago, they knocked down the entire orphanage, and now we have this wall right here held up the front gate here, main entrance to the orphanage. And actually this wall was falling apart, and the people who built this factory or whatever, this warehouse, they actually had this building brick pointed, and they had people out here, and they saved the wall. Everything else is gone except there's a cemetery back here. But this fence is here. These little poles, they would hold the fence open, and I like that they kept the fence in the shape that it was in when the orphanage closed, and they kept the private property sign. Gate. Here is some more footage from the video I made 2 years ago. I saw several small buildings full of toys. I found another building full of discarded Christmas decorations and another small shed full of gardening equipment. And here is a footage of the church. And they did a whole, there was a guy out here for a few days working on this. And yeah, oh look, there's the warehouse. Look, you can see right through to the river. If I filmed through those doors 2 years ago, you would probably see this playground set in the location I filmed. Also, there was like a baseball field and a big gazebo. That little building to the left is a gazebo where there was benches, and I believe people would picnic there. Oh no. Oh, what is this? Oh, I don't know if I even want to be around here. But how many lighters this is? It just... Mrs. Captain, whenever a lighter, kind of goes, she keeps it. And every time I pick up the lighter, I'm like, why is this lighter still in my life? The sign says St. Leo, the heart of Tacony. And, this is the old St. Leo's Church, which, as you can tell, it doesn't exist. This is where, the altar was. Catholic Church closed down, I think, in a few years, 2010. So I think it was 2021. There was kids playing in the top of the church, and they set fire to the church. Yeah, I was here the day it caught on fire. Everybody was standing out here in the field. Church, the whole church is going. Or at least the roof, you know? And over here's the school. It looks like that's closed too. The next time I'll come up, I'll bring a selfie stick. It'd be cool if they could just keep this. I wish we could like open it up and look inside a little more. Well, that's it. That's my video showing you some things that no longer exist. I guess the world's always changing. I guess that's the moral of the story.